Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Today is Horde Day. So we're going to get ready for that here in a little while. I ran off just a short bit of time since the last recording. I really was just kind of walking around looking at this thing, trying to figure out what I was going to do. A suggestion was something to do with plates in this room. I don't know what the suggestion was, where the plates were supposed to go. Were you talking about, and some of you maybe tuning in will, can chime in, the ones that suggested this. Were the plates supposed to go right here? Is that where it's supposed to go? Like putting them down like that? Because I don't know what kind of difference that makes, really. It looks the same to me, if that's what you were talking about. I don't want to put plates down around the trees, because that's where I want to plant my garden. Now I could upgrade the wood to concrete. I don't think really makes a difference. We can paint it and make it look like whatever we want to make it look like. But I'm kind of pleased with this look. I think once it all gets painted, it'll be fine. I even have the opportunity up here to put some lighting in above this tree farm garden at some point. But I was looking over here. And I know what I want to do in the center of the room. I know what I want to do there. But the rest of the room, I, probably should have raised this up to this level instead of having it step down. And I may still do that. I don't know. Maybe we get around to it today, because I have an idea for a false floor in here. Solution for storage. And I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, it's not going to work out with glass all the way around the way I have glass all the way around. Now, I love the way that looks. I love the way that looks with the glass all the way around, but it's not going to achieve or accomplish. I'm not going to accomplish what I had planned for it. So maybe I take these stairs out and I take this bottom layer of glass out, and I do fill this in. I do fill this in with all rebar. I know that's adding a lot of weight to it, but that's something I need to look at. Well, first order of business is going to be taking the spikes, putting those down, and routing power over to our Horde bunker, because I have no power to my turrets. What all do we need here? Let me see. I get my wire tool right here. Put that on my belt. We're going to need some relays. I have plenty of those. And this is just going to be a really makeshift temporary deal. But concrete pole centered. We'll take some of those just in case I need those. Let me go over here and take a look at what our situation is. It's pretty dire. I know it's pretty dire. I think also I need to take some shotgun shells with me. Am I right? I was really pleased, though. Look at this. Our exploding crossbow bolts. When I was looking at it yesterday's episode, I didn't see that we had a stack and a half of another stack there, along with what I have in my inventory. So we're good there. We don't have to force ourselves or work on those today. But this will be a quick fix right here, because I can just go boom and boom. And that one's done, right? But getting over here, how many blocks across is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think I can reach 14 or 15. I think that's one beyond where I could reach from. Let's try it. Nah, I'm not going to be able to do it. If I could just look at it right there, I could do that. Because I could stand right here and connect it to the relay. Let's say we put a relay right there. I think I could. I gotta have to be careful here. I have to be real careful here, because what I'm looking at is if a cop were to shoot up, and they're going to shoot up through these pillars, they're gonna hit whatever's down here and destroy it. So I have to be very cautious about. Is the wire already extended too far? One block too far. Son of a gun, Spartan. Well, it doesn't matter. It's going to look awful. It's just a makeshift deal until I can reconfigure this. this shotgun turret is definitely going away. I'm not going to use that in the future. Let me just stick a relay up here on the wall, and we'll make it work like this for right now. It'll probably actually look better than the makeshift job we had last time on making it work. So I could jump down in the hole with the turret. Don't do that, Spartan. All right, that one's powered. Let's pick this one up if we can. Is it too far away from the land claim? Wow, you wouldn't think that would be too far away from the land claim. Land claim's right there. And then this one, same situation. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'll just have to stick a little relay up here somewhere. It's not a big deal. Like I said, we're not trying to be pretty right now. We're just trying to make it functional for the Horde. If I had, an extra day or two, I could go ahead and get this thing working a little bit more like I want it to work. Whoa. Yeah, I'm going to have to stick one up there too. Well, at least these relays, we can remove those. Don't judge me, folks. I know you're over there making snide remarks 3:30 at my wiring job, but it's going to look good when I get it done, darn it. Lock that down. And have one more to go. It'll be really nice when I get this thing finished and I don't have to do this every Horde, but under construction. Have to understand. And I apologize if you were in the stream yesterday. I had to end it a little early. I had planned on going for a couple more hours longer than I did, but I got a headache. Grand Spartan doesn't get a headache ever. Like maybe once every 6-8 months or something like that I get one. And I got one as I started streaming, and I tell you what, it had me feeling pretty miserable. So I had to call it early. And I just kind of let it run its course. I don't like taking medicine and stuff, so I just let it run its course. And it went away a few hours later, but wow, I apologize. I was really excited about streaming and figured, well, heck, I'll stream for 4 or 5 hours, and I was only able to hit about 3, and I had to stop. But anyway, so what can we do here now? Eventually, I want to come out of the end here. How much space do I have between here and the ground? We need another way down too. We need another way down other than having to go all the way over here to go down. We'll just go out this side right now. We will go out over here. I'm going to move my microphone a little bit closer. Can you hear me now? Move a little closer to the microphone. And take a look at this contraption that we have set up over here. And let me think about this for a minute. Just going to think about what I want to do. So we want to have 6 shotgun turrets in this thing. We definitely want to have 6. And I tell you what, while I'm over here thinking about it and looking at it, let me go grab some steel. Ugh, I don't like that. No, it's level with the ground. Doesn't look level with the ground, but it's level with the ground. And it's the terrain is all out of whack. Go ahead and grab my... We'll come back out this way. Go ahead and grab my spikes. Shotgun turrets are all loaded. We only have 4, so it's pretty easy to maintain those. Stick these back in there. I guess I don't need my wire tool, but I'll hold on to it just in case. Take those spikes, and where were the other spikes? Right there, another 500. And steel. We want to steal those. A stack of that. We're going to steal... Ooh, I'm going to go on out this way. I think I let my thing open anyway. Steal those pillars out. I want to get those upgraded because I think they are where I want them to be now. I don't think I'm going to change those again for like the 4th time. I think they're right where I need them to be. Yeah, watch. Just give me an episode or 2. I'll change up the way they are. I love you just the way you are. I guess 3. And that should be enough to go 3 up, you think? I hope. I hope. It'd be real cool when we get a paint job on this sucker. Make it look all pretty. Grand Spartan's getting soft in his old age because I never worried about the way things looked before as far as concrete or steel or whatever. But now that I have the option, I like it. I like changing up. Oh, and we're going to do a different color scheme for this base. You know, on my online stream or my stream series, I have different color. I have black and red. And I really like that. You know, it's fitting for that base, and it could be for this one too. But because I chose that for that series, I'm going to go with a different color on this series. Apologize, I keep muting. I think that headache was some type of sinus deal, so keep and this is the same day. Ended up getting done with my stream, got rid of that headache, and now I am recording. This is going to be a lengthy recording too, folks. I'll go ahead and forewarn you. We have a Horde to take on, and we have cleanup duty, which I'll have to look at my bones and see what we're doing for bones. I think we're good on glue. I may be able to get by with just axing the bodies. I may not need to... Okay, so that's all upgraded. I may not need to knife the bodies this time. I can probably just axe the bodies and be fine. I think I just got some paper going before I started the recording. I took some paper, a stack of water, and wood, and got another 5,000 group of paper making for shotgun shells. Kind of replace what we're going to use during this horde, but yeah, we're really good on this series. You know, I'm far behind. I'm far behind this one compared to the stream series. So the hordes haven't really gotten to the point where they're just overbearing and destroy my base. Won't be long. It won't be long because my game stages are starting to jump up there now. But at least for right now, we're not going through a ton of resources each and every horde. Someone told me I should make a, I think it was Boogle Woogle, said I should make a pool out of that area over there. Make a pool. Man, Spartan's going to take a little dip. Take a little dip in the pool. Oi! It scared me. Scared me. I think we'd figured this out to be about 700 spikes, right? About 700 wood spikes, which is, it's not bad. Not for all the wood we have. We're just overflowing with wood, so not for what they do, especially. I can kite them around on these little spikes up top there. Use my exploding crossbow bolts and the help of the shotgun turrets, and we're good. It's going to start getting a lot more difficult soon, though. I'm going to have to worry about losing supports down here. That's why we need to get the 6 shotgun turrets all installed. And like I said before, this one is just aiming right at this pillar here. It's going to hit that pillar a lot. But we're going to put one there, and we're going to put one here. But I think I'm going to rework the way these turrets sit up in here. I don't like that. You know, that's all boxy looking. That was just an early game fix for what we needed at the time. But we're going to make this base look right. We need to rework that. We need to take those down. And maybe that's one of the next things we do. But I kind of want to get this room over here finished. It's going to be probably the most important room in the base once I get it done. And so I want to make sure it's the way I want it to be and all set up. Then we'll work on what is the forge room now over there. We'll work on that after we get this horde defense portion done. This portion is looking pretty good with the glass and all. We're going to find out if cops fire up through the pillars there, or the quarter blocks, if it does explosion or AoE damage to the glass above it. I think it's high enough up that they won't, but we certainly can't be seen by cops out and about because they will fire over here and break that glass up top It's just a one-shot done deal. And that's why we put the bulletproof on the side. I guess I could have been doing this before when I was killing time. I didn't have long to kill, 5 minutes, 8 minutes or something like that between last episode and this one. Because I didn't want it to be a 3-hour episode. I wanted to make sure I, started no earlier than 4 a.m. And knowing that we had the Horde's going to go to 4 and then clean up afterwards. So I figured about an hour and 20-minute episode. But I probably should have been putting these spikes out while I was just walking around the base, kind of looking and planning. I don't get a lot of opportunity to do that, to walk around and look and plan. If I'm planning, it's on here live recording with you all. And it's a little harder to think and be creative and plan while I'm talking. Thinking, because I'm having to think of things to say while I'm trying to be creative. It gets a little tricky sometimes. A lot of times I come up with the ideas after the recording's over and I'm just sitting there and eating my dinner or whatever I'm doing, and I'm like, oh, yeah, you know what? It would have been a great idea to have done this or that, and then I implement that into the episode the next day. But I'm getting a little better at talking and working and all at the same time. I'm starting to get it down a little better. And the streaming and all as well. Starting to kind of figure it out. Ooh, almost built myself in. Did you see that? That was close. Real close. Well, man, 500 spikes, and we're more than halfway done. And we're, 400 spikes. 400 spikes. And I guess it still was about 700 total, though. We'll find out in a minute. We already had some placed down. Left over from the last horde. Oh, I hear a screamer. I hear a screamer. So, I think we've accomplished, let's see, power, pillars, spikes. Those were our notes left over from yesterday's episode. Ow. I think I have covered all of those. Now, may even split this up into 2 episodes. I don't know. I guess I'll make that. I have to make the decision pretty soon because we're already about halfway through this episode. Maybe I need to do that. I have this one episode where we prep for the Horde, and the next episode where we take on the Horde. I could upload 2 videos in a day. Do 2 30-minute episodes or something like that for you. I guess would be a possibility. Possibilities. Need to get more concrete out on the ground as well. Need to get more concrete out and about. Want to make this whole area out here concrete at some point. At least for 8 or 10 blocks out here. Make that concrete, I don't think we'll be expanding this base, the width, the footprint of the base itself. But who knows what I might do out there. I might do something like what we did on the stream series and put some exterior turrets or something up with some motion sensors attached. Uh-huh. All right. Done, and done. So that was about 700 spikes in total if we had to replace each and every one. Well, it's looking pretty good. We slap a paint job on there, and I think it'll be a nice looking Horde defense. I have to stop calling it bunker. I've had too many of you get on me about that. It's not a bunker. It's not underground, Grand Spartan. But this thing over here, I really want to get to working on that and kind of figure out what we're going to do with it. Exactly, find out if it's Tell you what, where those spikes are missing, we can always do this. Sounds like all the screamers over here, screamer corpses. Sounds like a screamer's just wandering around over there in the grass. So we'll have plenty of money once we sell off the things that we have. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, machete in there right now. That does look kind of neat. Let me get it painted. We should have plenty of money once we sell off all the stuff in the chest up here. Remember, we had that concrete rocket launcher. I should be able to fill up my mini bike inventory with cash, because that's 36,000 times 4, plus the stuff that we have over here. You know, the 10, 12,000 worth of items. All right, so the relays I can put back in there. I don't need those now. Oh, I have to get the forge room set up so that I'm not having to guess where things go. I have a pretty good idea now. You know, this goes here, this goes there, but it's still so out of sort. That there. This goes there, this goes there, the iron goes there. Not that it even matters, it's just 5, and the bullets go over here. Alright, paper has 1:52 left. I haven't eaten today. I haven't eaten anything. Let's eat some tasty meat stew. And some goldenrod tea. Alright. All topped off there. How are we doing on repair kits? Let me do a sort here too. So we don't have much bottled murky water left. It might be time to fire up this forge. Yeah, fire up this forge and get some glass jars going. I say we make about 2,000. No, we already had fuel in there. Glass jars, how many could we make? 2,700. Let's do 2,000. Get 2,000 going. And I can put some more sand back in there. We'll split up a 10K stack into 2. And get that smelting back down like that. We could actually make some more bulletproof glass over here. Another 65 blocks. I did make this too. The bulletproof glass, you know, when we started it. Oh, it's still making. We started it last episode. And what's like 40 seconds a block? My goodness. I tell you what, let me take this and these and one. Booyah. Alright, hopefully, I mean, I could always go up again. What is the height on this? How many blocks up do we have before I get going with this? 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is where the glass attaches. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. And the 4th block is the ceiling, technically. This one should be the same, right? 1, 2, 3, and the 4th block is where the glass attaches. So, this one would be 1, 2, 3, and the 4th block would be where the glass attaches. So if I raise this up right here, it's going to be just the same as the others. That's what we're going to do, folks. That's what we're going to do. So the floor would be here, so it'd have 1, 2, 3, and then the ceiling would attach right there. That's what we're going to do. We're gonna make it the same because I have this plan, this idea for some storage over here, and it's not going to work out if I have this setup. And we get plenty of glass back here from the plates that we're taking up. Now, hopefully the floor will support this dual layer of concrete. It should. We're going to have a lot of other stuff to pile up in here as well. Oh yeah, we don't have any glass here yet. And that's going to be about 80 glass, I think, what we figured out right here. About 80 is what I was left over with. And that's all part of the planning process. If I had some way to do blueprints, I guess I could sit there and goof around with that. I just kind of like getting on here and building, though. Placing blocks, looking at it, you know. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I just auger it up. It's just that easy. Boom, boom, boom. Bulletproof glass is a little more painful because it takes so long to make it, but we're at a point right now. We've kind of come to the place to where we can afford to auger down a few blocks here and there and still have some left over to do what we need to do. It's actually going to reduce the amount that we need by, what, 25 or something too, so. Let's go ahead and upgrade these and then. Well, that shouldn't look bad. You know, it's going to raise it up, like I said. Make it level right here. And I can auger out because I don't know exactly where I want to put what yet. So I'm going to have to auger out some of the concrete. I guess I wouldn't technically have to nail it all down yet until I knew for sure. I just have a rough idea of how I want to put this thing together. Let me do this, 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 and then upgrade these lower blocks like that. We won't be able to get to those once we fill in the rest. And you'll understand once I get it all put together. You'll understand what why I'm doing what I'm doing here. I'm putting this double floor in. I'll give it a nice little clean look, folks. Nice, clean, modern look. Right. Now, this, you know, it would go right there. We're going to frame it in right there. How could I do this now, Spartan? We're going to leave a 3 gap in here. I have future plans for right there, folks. I have future plans for right there. That would be 1, 2, and 3. If we put another one right there, that would go right there. So 1, 2, 3. That would be the same as this. Kind of getting ahead of myself here, but this is a room that needs to be finished. Maybe I can just frame it off or something. We'll plan on that later. Let me go ahead and just stick some glass in here real quick. Just a little bit. Oh, why didn't it copy that rotation? Copy that rotation. And one more there. And then there's going to be a wall there. So be nothing going this way that I can think of, at least right now. Right. And then I have the same situation right here. Oops, I'm not clicking on copy. Where I want to put it down to right there. And stop it. Is that a screamer over there breaking stuff? You calm down over there. Alright, so I'll have to take some blocks out there. That's fine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call it right here. And I'll try to get 2 episodes up in a day. And that way we can split it up because this episode is going to be short. It's not going to take that as long to upload. Maybe 6 or 8 hours. And the other one's going to take a lot longer. But it'd be better than me doing a full hour and 30-minute video or something like that. So let's stop it right here for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Tune back in. May have 2 episodes up in a day. If not, definitely tomorrow. I'll get you the Horde attack and see what happens over there. Thank you. I'll see you next time.